All around us, and yet even inside us, there's this hidden world just teeming with a life. And these tiny, invisible organisms, they're shaping everything: our health, our planet, even our future. So today, we're diving into the fascinating, two-sided nature of microbes. And that really gets to the heart of it, right? We've got this microscopic powerhouse everywhere, but is it here to help us or to harm us? Well, as you're about to see, the answer isn't a simple yes or no. It's actually way more interesting than that. So what exactly are we talking about when we say microbes? Basically, they're tiny living things. Think bacteria, viruses, fungi, you name it. You can't see them, but their influence is absolutely massive. They're kind of like the invisible architects of our world, affecting our bodies and even the air we breathe. To really get a handle on this, first we have to wrap our heads around the sheer scale we're dealing with. It's a population that just dwarfs anything else on the planet. I mean, it's almost unimaginable. Okay, let's start with a number that's pretty hard to comprehend: trillions. That's how many microbes call your body home right now. In fact, you have more microbial cells in and on you than your own human cells. You're not just a person, you're a walking, talking ecosystem. So, with that many microscopic roommates, it's a good thing so many of them are on our side, right? Let's start with the friend part of the story and take a look at the microbes that act as our powerful, unseen allies. Just think of the microbes in your gut as your personal support team. They are working for you 24/7. They help break down food your body can't handle on its own, they produce essential vitamins you need to survive, and they even form this protective barrier that helps teach your immune system how to tell a friend from an enemy. They're absolutely crucial. And their benefits go way beyond just our own bodies. I mean, some of the greatest breakthroughs in medicine came directly from the microbial world. Penicillin? That comes from a fungus, and it totally changed how we fight infections. We've even learned how to use microbes to create vaccines that have saved millions upon millions of lives. And the scope here is just massive. For our health, microbes are the key to probiotics in things like yogurt, and we even use them to produce life-saving insulin. For the planet, they're the master recyclers, breaking down dead stuff and cleaning up our messes. There's this process called bioremediation, where they literally eat oil spills and other toxic waste. Seriously, without them, life as we know it would just stop. But of course, that's only half the story. The very same world that gives us life-saving medicine can also unleash some really devastating threats. And this is where we meet the unseen enemies. I mean, just look at history. It gives us a pretty sobering reality check. From the plague in the 14th century to the Spanish flu in 1918 and, of course, COVID-19 in our own time, microbes have been behind the deadliest outbreaks in human history, completely reshaping societies. These agents of disease, the pathogens, they come in a lot of different forms. You've got bacteria that cause things like tuberculosis. Viruses are behind the flu and HIV. Fungi can give you infections like ringworm. And then you have protozoa, which cause these terrible illnesses like malaria. Each one is a totally different kind of threat. And now we're facing a really scary modern threat. Our best weapon against bacteria, antibiotics, is starting to fail. You see, when we overuse them, some bacteria evolve defenses that make our medicines useless. We call them superbugs, and they're making common infections incredibly hard, sometimes even impossible to treat. This is a huge global health crisis waiting to happen. And just like the good side, the bad side isn't just about human health. Microbes can wipe out our crops with plant diseases, they can contaminate our water, they make our food go bad, and they can even break down the buildings and materials we rely on. Okay, so we've got heroes and we've got villains. But the real story, the truth, is a lot more complicated than that. It's not just good microbes versus bad microbes. It's all about a really delicate balance, where context is everything. This quote here really nails it. Context is king. A microbe that's totally harmless on one part of your body can be really dangerous in another. For instance, a common bacteria that lives peacefully on your skin could cause a life-threatening infection if it gets into your bloodstream. So what is it that decides whether a microbe is a friend or a foe? Well, it's a bunch of things. Where's the microbe located? What's the overall health of the host, the person or the plant? How strong is their immune system? And of course, what specific type of microbe are we even dealing with? The real answer depends on all of these factors combined. And look, understanding this balance isn't just some interesting science trivia. It's absolutely fundamental to our future. It's how we're going to learn to harness the incredible power of this invisible world for our own good. So let's just recap. The microbial world is like a two-sided coin. On one side, it supports our health, it produces food and medicine, and it keeps our planet's ecosystems running. But on the other side, it causes disease, it spreads epidemics, and it can damage our crops. Both sides of that coin are very, very real. Ultimately, understanding the balance is the key to everything. This invisible world is a powerful force of both creation and destruction. So the real question for us is, with everything we're learning about medicine and science, how are we going to choose to tip those scales?